Well, good day everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I got busy today and forgot to put the phone up and hit record. Anyway, I'm over at Lenny's again, and nice to have great friends that give you a hand and let you park in their driveway and stuff like that. Anyway, today we're putting a shutoff switch going from my engine battery back to my DC to DC. And so anyway, I had to move one of my breakers. I got new breakers coming in. I got one that keeps kicking out, and I don't know what's causing it. I think my issue is maybe my alternator. But anyway, I'll get you flipped around. I'll show you. Where that breaker is up top here. This one here used to be over here, and this cord here, well, not cord, but wire. Anyway, that one there, we took it from there, goes through there, it comes out and goes into my my shut-off switch. So now I can shut off when I'm driving long distances down the highway. I can shut it off. It just runs down here in behind this panel, which I'm gonna have to, it should be fine there. Put a cable thing on it. Anyway, yeah, it goes from there down through under where I step, and then comes up in the engine bay. It would be nice if you could just push that button and the camera would flip automatically as you're talking, so you don't have to stop. And there may be a setting on here that we can do that. But anyway, this is what we've been up to today. I've got that there. The alternator should be in. I ordered a brand new alternator. I'm heading to the island. I don't want any issues with going. Here it was $388 plus a $60 core charge. Over on the island, it's I think the last time I replaced it there was between $500 and $600. It was expensive, and then we had to drive. The lady I travel with drove me from Campbell River to Courtney, which I think is an hour, a little over an hour. Got the part, came back, and installed it in pouring rain. It's been on there since 23. We're 25 there now. I don't need to get to the island, and it crapped the bed, right? So I've got a new alternator on order. Should be in Tuesday. There's that, and when you get old, you forget what I've got stuff marked down anyway. But there's the alternator due, and there's something else that I had to do. Don't remember what it was. Anyway, this is what we're up to. Sorry I didn't video a little bit more. There's not much room in here. As you can see, this battery box isn't very big, and I'm pretty wide, so it's one arm. I can only get one arm in there at a time. When I try to get the impact in there, it's wide enough that I can get, there's room, but not for both arms for me to get in. One to, say hold the screw, and then the other one to put it on, or hold the little clamp. Anyway, I had a box of other bits and pieces here. I don't want the camera to get all messed up, but this here is all extra stuff that I had from my old these are all the old cables, like battery cables, when I had my my AGM batteries. I had 3 AGMs before I went to the lithium, so that was like a positive here, and then I have all the negatives and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to continue on here. Once I get this button up, I'll take some pictures and I'll show you. And then we just got to try it up here. Then I'll put my breaker on, see if it's in a charge, and if it's not charging, and I think that's why my alternator is going, because up on top here, right now it says 13.3, and it's bringing in a little bit of solar. That's a little close, eh? Still having fun trying to learn how to talk properly. But anyway, when the van's running, that there will keep climbing, say 13.3, 13.4, 13.5, and it will eventually get up into the 14s. Lately it hasn't. It'll go up to 13.3, and then it drops right back to 13. So I think the alternator's on its way out, and it's hitting emitter, and I think maybe that's why my breaker's kicking out. So I'm going to put a new breaker in, and I'm going to keep everything shut off until I get the new alternator in, and then I'm going to give it a try and see if that works. But if I'm driving in town, I'll leave it on. But if I'm hitting the highway and driving a long distance, I'll shut it off I've got my generator, so if I do have to recharge the house battery, I can. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to shut up for now, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we got that all bolted in here. I'll flip you around here real quick. Got it all screwed into place. We just got to put that little black thing to hold the wire into place so it's not going to be flopping around. Now this is all going to be empty. I'll have my booster cables back in here, and just my booster pack. Then I'll have lots of room. Nothing will be in the way. Anyway, we're going to continue on, and we'll be heading up front here in a moment. Lenny's just going to put a short screw in there just to hold that wire, and we're going to go up front and put everything back together. Well, hello everyone, I'm back again. Anyway, this time I'm not at Lenny's, I'm over at Dora's, and guess what? The old Goldwing is put away for the season. Went in, Lenny and I went and did a little ride there. Oh my God, the wind, I don't know, I think they were calling for 60, 70, maybe 80 kilometer an hour winds today. We left Slave Lake here from his place. We took off, went up to towards the mills out of town to do the circle. It's around 50 kilometers. I think it's 25 kilometers out. Then we stopped at Timmy's, he had a coffee, I had a tea, and then we decided to bring it over here. I won't be leaving till next week. Probably Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday. It's all depending. I'm waiting for an alternator for the van. Since the work that we did today, I don't know if it changed anything, but the van seems to be starting and I'm not having any issues. And actually it was charging my battery. So putting that switch in there, something changed anyway. So anyway, I just want to show you, I'm putting my baby to bed. Maybe you guys can help me with a name. You know, it's a nice red Goldwing. I was thinking a big red. But what do you think? Give me, leave some something in the comments. Anyway, sorry I didn't finish off. I had a bunch of stuff to do under the hood on the van. I cleaned up all the connections on the battery. I pulled some of the wires off. I cleaned all the wires off, like run back to the to my DC to DC. Cleaned the posts, cleaned everything up. So we're going to see how that's going to work. But anyway, this is not going to be a real long one for today. But like I said, I'm putting the bike to rest for the winter. I'm hoping that Dora's got a big garage here. I'll stand over by the front of the truck. So she's got a fair amount of room she's got a little Jeep. So I'm pretty sure she'll be able to park it in here. As far as I can, the bike's going to be up on the center stand for the winter. So. But anyway, enough of this blah, blah, blah. I'm going to call her quits for today. I got to warm up a little bit. It's a little chilly. Nice in the garage. But anyway, thanks for following along on this little video for today. I think some of it I did with the phone this way. Don't know what I was thinking. And this one here is sideways. But anyway, we'll call her quits for today. Again, thanks for following along, and hopefully I get some new subscribers here. I want to thank all the ones right from the beginning, right through. But in the last couple of weeks or maybe a month, I picked up quite a few. And thank you very much. I appreciate you all. There's going to be more. My travels to BC, that'll be starting here very soon. Once I get the van, the alternator done, change that. Now they got some of the other stuff. I don't know what else I got to do. I've got a list of stuff. But, yeah. Thanks for following along. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And please, 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 leave me some comments. It's nice to see people viewing, but I want to hear your thoughts and, whatever on this here. On my channel. Just, tell me things I could probably change. But anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.